Hi, I'm Chris Purser, and in this episode of Beats and Bobs, we're going to look at an awesome two-handed 16th note hi-hat groove. So, in Beats and Bobs, we're going to look at essential grooves and fills that we want to have in our repertoire as drummers. Grooves that we hear in songs, or they could be fills from songs, or just ideas that we've heard in a musical context that inspire us to practice and develop our vocabulary, or whether it be grooves, fills, chops, or rudiments. So in this first installment of Beats and Bobs, we're going to take an awesome two-handed 16th note hi-hat groove. So we're going to take a constant pattern between our hands, which will play between the hi-hat and the snare drum. Let's see that notated. So what we're going to do now is just make sure we have our backbeat on 2 and 4, and you can see on the out of 2 and the and of 3, we have 2 hi-hat lifts. The first hi-hat lift is going to last for 1 16th note. We play it on the out of 2, and therefore we would close our hi-hat on beat 3. The second hi-hat lift occurs on the and of beat 3, but this time we're going to close our hi-hat on beat 4. So we'll still keep our hands playing that constant flow of 16th notes on the hi-hat, but we're going to keep that open hi-hat open until beat 4. So therefore this hi-hat lift will last 1 16th note longer than the previous one. Let's check out this hand pattern on its own between the hi-hat and snare drum with the hi-hat lifts. So now we've heard the hi-hat pattern. All we're going to do is add 3 bass drum variations. So we're going to do 3 groove examples using this two-handed 16th note hi-hat pattern. The first example we're going to check out is going to have 2 bass drums at the start. It's going to be on the 1 and it's going to be on the E. So if we think of our sticking as constant right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left in a 16th note fashion, 1 Rihanna, 2 Rihanna, 3 and 4 Rihanna. Those first 2 bass drums that we've added to this pattern will fall on beat 1 and then the E of beat 1. So 1, 2, etc. So let's hear this first example nice and slow. So in the second example, we're going to keep everything the same as the previous one, but we're going to add 1 extra bass drum to the and of beat 4. That is the only change we're going to make from the first variation that we have played here. That bass drum will fall on our right hand because it's on the and of beat 4, so we would count this as that 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2. And that's where our bass drums are going to fall. Again, those hi-hat lifts in the same place. Our hands have not changed. So let's hear this example with the new additional bass drum, nice and slow. And finally, in example 3, we're gonna keep everything the same again, but add one more bass drum. We're gonna add a bass drum to beat 1, and on the ah of beat 1 is where it's gonna live. So previously we had 2 bass drums on the 1 and the E. We're now gonna have it on the 1, the E, and the ah of beat 1, giving us this do 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 ga tss tss ga do 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 ga tss tss ga. So as we can see, the 16th note pattern on our hands between our hi-hat and snare drum has not changed. We still keep those 2 hi-hat lifts on the out of 2 and the and of beat 3. The only variations have been in the bass drum. Hey guys, if you're finding the content on this channel helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe. Not only do we get 3 cool examples to play here, we also have a process of how we can start looking at groove creation. Additional bass drums in this context, and trying to make sure that groove is getting some nice forward motion. This is a really useful groove to have in your repertoire. Getting 2 hands on the hi-hat, playing the hi-hat lifts, getting those bass drums in sync with your right and left hands can sometimes be challenging, so practicing it slowly, taking it beat by beat, but they're a lot of fun, so definitely practice them. So there we have it, the first installment in the Beats and Bobs series. Don't forget to check out the link below for the PDF. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, don't forget to check out the other content on this channel. Happy practicing, stay well, and we'll see you soon.